You're listening to the PlantX podcast, the digital face of the plant-based community. Join us as we explore the inner workings of all things plant-based, from the products and lifestyles to the people behind them. Each week we'll be touching on what's new in the ever-expanding world of PlantX and chat with everyone from entrepreneurs and chefs to nutritionists and scientists. Whether you follow a strict plant-based diet or just want to learn more, you're invited. I welcome our host, the man who combined his love of e-commerce and the plant-based lifestyle to create PlantX, Sean Dollinger.
Everyone, welcome to our 22nd PlantX podcast. Can't believe it's that many. I seem to always say that in shock, but again, thank you so much to our investors and shareholders for joining us each week and for hitting that subscribe button, giving us thumbs up, recommending us to your friends and family and coworkers and everybody who's interested in this whole plant-based movement. It's incredible how we keep seeing our subscriber base grow, our investor base grow. We actually surpassed 7,500 official investors, and we sent out a great newsletter. So please make sure to join the newsletter, even on the bottom right-hand corner of our website. Each week we try to send updates, and then each month for sure we go ahead and give monthly recaps. For any viewers who are joining us for the first time, what is PlantX all about? We're your one-stop shop for everything plant-based. So if people are looking for plant-based meal delivery, groceries, plants for the home, or just to learn about this whole plant-based space, we're your one-stop shop for absolutely everything plant-based. And at the end of the day, what PlantX, is all about, and making ourselves different, is making everybody feel welcome. So if anybody at any time just wants to give plant-based living a try, just for a meal, a dinner, a snack, just because they're curious, we encourage you to come. Last week, we had our vodcast all about sustainable packaging. We had William on from Montreal discussing that. I was actually in Montreal this weekend. And, this packaging that we're going to be working on is quite remarkable. And the reason why we thought it'd be great to bring Mark Gause on the show today is to discuss a little bit about getting packages extremely quickly from the US, where our distribution center is, into Canada. And Mark's been with FedEx for over 20 years, and he works in a really specialized department. And I still remember meeting Mark a few years back and being introduced to the division that he's in charge of. And I'll leave it to him to share everything about it. Mark, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you, Sean. Thank you for having me this evening. I'm so excited to join you guys on your, spreading the vegan lifestyle out to everyone. Yeah, what I do for FedEx is I build out express distribution solutions that go, internationally, in other words. So you guys are going to be using this, and we've talked about some other lanes, but initially we're going to start this from the US into Canada. So we're going to leverage the FedEx Express network and move the product through. FedEx Express is going to pick it up, and FedEx Express is going to deliver it to your customers. We're going to clear customs on a single consolidated commercial invoice. So it's transparent to your customers, or to your clients and members out there. So.
Yeah, no, Mark, and I can't wait to really jump into all that. And we have a tradition at PlantX to start with the first question before jumping in. How do you take your coffee?
I'm black. I've always loved my coffee just straight up black. And actually, I've tried that coffee that you guys are partnering with, Farm Cup. That is some phenomenal coffee that I've tried. I've ordered it off the website. It's great.
Yeah, they're great guys over there, and I take my coffee black as well. And I'm always on a search for the best cup of black coffee. And you hit it great right away. And I didn't even know that you've tried their coffee, but the partners we're trying to partner with, even yourself, we've known each other for many years. A partner of yours at FedEx, Steve Pergolides, who originally introduced me. I have a relationship over 18 years with you guys. And I still remember a trip I took to China not too far back. And they go, how in the world do you get these discounts at FedEx? Out of China, we can't get nearly anywhere close to this. So I just wanted, before we jump in to everything about what you do over at FedEx, I wanted to really thank you on behalf of our investors and shareholders, because you guys really go back for us. We're a new company, but you've used our history. You've used everything we've built together to get us the competitive rates, to get us these licenses that we've worked so hard on. Your team's really taking great care of us. So, from all of the investors and shareholders, thank you for going out of your way.
Well, thank you, Sean. We've always enjoyed over the years partnering with you and your companies that you start up.
No, thanks, Mark. And I think this one's a very different space than the past ones we've entered in together, where now we're dealing with a product that actually, before customers would just get upset if they placed an order for something and it didn't come on time. Now we're dealing with this channel of perishable items, frozen items, refrigerated items going from the US into Canada. Maybe you want to speak a little bit about how FedEx makes sure to move these products quick enough to get them to the doorstep of customers.
Well, I mean, one thing is look at who the government's partnering with right now to move the vaccinations. We're very good, our synchronized supply chain in handling these type of products, special handling and stuff like that. I mean, we're moving this through our express network, so the packages will move out of your distribution center in San Diego to our hub in Memphis, and then on to Winnipeg, and then out across Canada. And we do this very quick, in the middle of the night, very quickly. This stuff moves through, seamless to your customers. We're moving stuff, all over the world. It's amazing. I'm always in such awe going into Memphis and looking at it's organized chaos when you see all the aircraft coming in from around the world and packages moving out. It's a really neat business to be in, and I've always been excited to be part of the FedEx team, and be able to share these type of things with our customers out there.
And unfortunately, when I got started with FedEx, like I said, about 18 years ago, you were going through that transition period where we couldn't fly with the cargo anymore. I literally missed out on the opportunity just by months. And to take that trip down to Tennessee, I'm still biting at the chomp to get down there and check out the operation, because I hear it's quite remarkable, obviously, what FedEx has developed over the years. And just, even when I speak to FedEx representatives and I speak about this whole IPD setup, they have no idea what I'm speaking about. So, I think it's important for the viewers and investors. They're like, okay, so, you got a deal done with FedEx. Anybody could go set up a FedEx account, right? But it's been 3 months, almost working around the clock with God knows how many people are on some of our email threads between regulations, license, like today, the safe food license, which perhaps you could speak a little bit about. But the whole idea of all these packages clearing in one packet, like one clearance, and then being able to distribute them throughout Canada pretty much instantly. It's quite mind-blowing what you guys have developed. So maybe you want to touch a little bit on what that whole IPD setup looks like, and anything else that you could think would give color to the viewers.
Right. I mean, what the IPD product is it's a customized solution. So we build this out specifically for PlantX. We set up clearance profiles in the country that it's going into. So we've gone through, your database has been classified, so it provides seamless entry to your customers. The last piece of this is you got your safe food license, which you guarantee that your products, that we can trace things back if there's ever a problem. Not that I think that, but it also validates your supply chain, to your shareholders and customers and everything like that you've gone through and you've done the front end work that's required here. So they experience a seamless delivery of the products that they order from PlantX.
Yeah, no, and Mark, again, I still remember the first time that we met. And you were telling me about, you wouldn't get into names for confidential reasons, but you're like, Sean, I don't know how I really ended up here. I normally deal with multi-billion-dollar corporations moving hundreds of thousands of packages. And then all of a sudden I come to your little unique spot here. And then it's just amazing how we've got to the point we have. And we obviously have lots of viewers who watch our show live, and not every week do we have Mark Gause on the show to discuss in detail. So please send in your feedback, send in questions, send in if you like this time or the weekend time for us to have these podcasts because we do this for our shareholders and investors. So while we still have Mark on, I'll ask him one more question. Please feel free to ask on the YouTube chat or any other platform you might be on, and we'll go ahead and ask Mark. And we've had one shareholder and investor who's been very supportive, and today's actually their birthday. So Amy from Montreal can go ahead and choose some US brands that they love, and up to $200, and we'll go ahead and use FedEx IPD service to get it to you in the next couple of days. So Mark, one of the big things that I love about what we're working on with FedEx and why it was so important to me, I remember explaining to the board not too long ago, maybe even a couple of weeks ago, how important this license was and the setup with IPD. And for me, the big thing is a lot of the movement in the plant-based space is out of the US. So a new product comes out, for example, in Los Angeles or San Diego, and we want to bring that product to market in Canada to be the first one. We get the special label done. We have Amy, part of our medical advisory board, to work on these nutritional labels. And that's where I see this first mover advantage, bringing these new and upcoming products in the US into Canada. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I agree. I mean, I think that you've always been ahead of the curve on a lot of this, with the other businesses that you've been in and everything like that. But, a lot of people out there moving to this plant-based lifestyle, for health reasons, for longer life and everything like that. But, this stuff, we're able, you can get this stuff fulfilled directly to your door. You don't have to go out. You're a single source out there for these type of products and commodities. And you've gone through the setup process that's required. That's the grunt work of getting all of this set up. And we're ready to go. I'm excited. I'm pumped up about this. I mean, as far as what we're going to be able to do with this, with your company and your shareholders and your customers out there. And hey, I'm ready. Bring it on.
No, and I appreciate it. And again, you went to bat for us, and you've seen what I've done in my previous businesses. And for our estimates here, I think we have 10,000 plus packages headed into Canada daily, and that's really where I think we're going to hit come this fall with your guys' help. And, the beauty about it is before we would have had to pay clearance on those 10,000 packages individually.
Exactly. Now you're doing one clearance, yeah.
One clearance, not 10,000 clearance, and duties and taxes we're actually covering on behalf of our customers because we've already collected it in Canada, and then our Canadian company is actually paying the duties and taxes and crossing it out with the government in Canada. So it's quite amazing what your system is allowing us to do. We're able to ship products quicker, less expensive over the border than actually domestically in Canada. So, and that beats out Purolator, UPS, DHL. So, thanks to FedEx and thanks to your leadership for thinking outside the box and helping us get these products first to market as quick as possible to our customers.
Right. And Sean, it's always great to partner with you guys. And you've always been a great supporter of FedEx over the years. Thank you.
No, thanks, Mark. And we actually have a couple viewers who sent in some questions, and then we don't want to take up too much of your time. So thanks again for joining us here on this Monday evening and Monday night where you are. Have you seen FedEx make a global shift to sustainable packaging overall?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing all sorts of things, with the packaging. A lot of our packages are the packaging that we provide to customers is recycled packaging. If you look at our facilities, we're moving just like all the old companies, the car manufacturers and stuff. We're moving to EVs. We've got a company XL and stuff like that, converting a lot of our chassis and different things like that. So we're doing all sorts of things. A lot of our hubs and facilities now we've got solar panels on the roofs of our newer facilities. So we're in that whole direction. It's being a good corporate citizen out there to move in this direction.
Yeah, and I didn't even realize that it was, but I have seen a slight change in your packaging. So no, thanks for pointing that out. And Mark, I have one more question, but it's really geared more towards the PlantX side. Has our facility opened up in San Diego? So a lot of people who pass by the facility might not realize this. The renovation is almost complete. We're probably only about 2 weeks out. But what is complete on the inside is the whole distribution side of things. So we already have that in the works, and with Mark's help and his team, it's pretty much all up and running, as you heard here today. And this was kind of the last step, the last piece of the puzzle. And again, Mark, can't thank you enough. Thank you for joining us here this evening, and look forward to having you again with maybe some of your team later this year to discuss kind of the movement and maybe more verticals and lanes that we add on. So thanks again.
Excellent. Yeah, I'd love to come back anytime. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Mark. Have a good rest of your evening. So, hey, another unbelievable partner, as you guys can see. Mark, again, he's been with FedEx for close to 20 years, I believe. And before those 20 years, he was on importation, exportation, clearance, and all of that. So the wisdom that's brought to PlantX, especially in this very unique space of bringing food products all around the world. And as you know, we're on the move, not just into Canada and the US, but later this year, you'll hear of a whole bunch of different geographical areas that we're looking to hit. So, all of that coming together and not needing to learn everything from scratch each time plays a big role in being able to expand so quickly. Just want to take a second again to thank all of our shareholders and investors and customers who join us each week to learn more. And don't forget, if you're a customer, you could be an investor. And if you're an investor, you could definitely be a customer. And test out the platform. It improves every single week. New features are added. The team works literally around the clock to keep rolling out the different ideas we have and to keep improving that shopping experience. Instagram continues to grow. This week now, well over 11,000 people. Our giveaway on a whole bunch of different verticals with the Peloton. Please go ahead and enter that as well. And go check out everything that we're doing. As I said earlier on the podcast today, make sure to join the newsletter so that you could really stay up to date. All I can say is April is going to be our most exciting month yet. I know what is in the works, and I know what's about to come out. And, April here in Vancouver is the birth of a new season. I see the beautiful weather here, and it's really going to bring some amazing things to this whole plant-based space. So I'm really excited to see what's to come. So till next time, stay curious, stay planted, stay healthy. Cheers.